Hello everyone, welcome back to Senior Health Essentials, your go-to channel for practical, science-backed tips to help us all live longer, feel stronger, and stay sharp to our golden years. They thought it was just another ordinary morning. She was 72, bright, independent, still full of life. But one small decision, something she'd done 1,000 times before without thinking, turned tragic. And within minutes, she was gone. What happened to her is far more common than we like to admit, and most people her age don't even know they're at risk. Here's the scary truth: as we get older, the habits that once felt harmless can quietly become dangerous. Things like how we get out of bed, when we take our medications, even the way we brush our teeth or move our body first thing in the morning. These seemingly simple actions can now affect our heart, our blood pressure, our balance, and our life. You might be doing one of them right now. If you're over 70 or caring for someone who is, this could be one of the most important videos you ever watch. In this video, we're going to walk through 5 common morning habits that could be putting your health at risk. They're easy to overlook because they feel so normal. But if you keep doing them without realizing the consequences, they could lead to dizziness, heart stress, poor brain circulation, or even a dangerous fall. And here's the thing. These are not medical emergencies you see coming. They sneak up, quietly, silently, until one day, something goes wrong, and no one knows why. But there's good news. Every single one of these habits can be changed, and it doesn't require a doctor, medication, or complicated routines. Just awareness and a few small but powerful adjustments to your morning. And wait until you hear the last habit. It's the one no one ever talks about, but it's also the most dangerous of them all. So if you want to stay strong, steady, and independent as you age, don't skip this video. Your mornings matter more than you think. Let's begin. Mistake #1: not preparing your body before getting out of bed. Let me ask you something simple. How do you get out of bed in the morning? Do you open your eyes, toss off the blanket, and stand up right away? If so, I urge you to keep watching, because this single habit, done too quickly, could send you straight to the emergency room. It's called orthostatic hypotension, but don't let the medical term throw you off. It's just a fancy way of saying your blood pressure drops when you suddenly go from lying down to standing up. For younger folks, the body adjusts quickly. But after 70, things change. You see, during the night, your blood naturally pools in the lower half of your body. That's normal. But as we age, our circulation slows down. It takes longer for the heart and blood vessels to catch up when we shift positions. So when you spring out of bed too fast, your brain may not get enough blood right away. That's when dizziness hits, or worse, blackout. And in that 1 second, you could fall, hit your head, break a hip, or worse. Take Edward, for example. He's 74. One morning, he woke up feeling fine, but rushed out of bed like he always did. The next thing he remembered was waking up on the floor. Lucky he hadn't hit the nightstand on the way down. His doctor said, "It's not just about aging. It's about adjusting how you move." So what can we do instead? It's simple, really, and only takes a minute or two. First, when you wake up, don't jump. Take a few deep breaths. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Let your body gently awaken. Next, roll onto your side and slowly swing your legs off the bed. Then, sit upright. Put your feet flat on the ground. Stretch your arms. Take another breath, and wait just a few seconds before standing. That's it. These small steps can prevent a dangerous fall. And let's not forget, falls are one of the leading causes of hospitalization and long-term disability in seniors. But most are preventable. So the next time you wake up, pause. Breathe. Move gently. Your body will thank you. And your independence just might depend on it. Mistake #2: ignoring morning stiffness and moving too fast. Have you ever woken up and felt like your body just didn't want to move? A little stiff in the knees, tightness in the back. Maybe your joints feel dry, almost like they've rested overnight. If you're over 60, chances are you know exactly what I'm talking about. And yet, how many of us ignore those signs and try to push through anyway? We roll out of bed, shuffle to the bathroom, maybe bend over too fast or reach for something we shouldn't. And in just a split second, that tightness turns into a pulled muscle. Or worse, a fall. That's exactly what happened to Walter. He's 78. One morning, in a rush to start his day, he skipped his usual morning stretch and hurried to the kitchen. He felt stiff, but thought he could walk it off. But as he turned the corner, his foot caught slightly, and down he went, hard. His hip was fractured. He spent weeks in the hospital and months in recovery. And all of it might have been avoided with just 2 minutes of gentle movement. You see, as we age, our joints naturally lose moisture and our muscles tend to tighten overnight. It's a normal part of the aging process, but it makes our bodies more vulnerable, especially right after waking up. This is why many falls actually happen in the first few minutes of the morning. Not because of clumsiness, but because we don't give our bodies a chance to warm up. So what can we do? Start right in bed. Before even sitting up, try gently wiggling your toes. Roll your ankles a little. Stretch your arms overhead. Feel your spine wake up. Then, once you're seated, roll your shoulders back. Take a few deep breaths, and use the edge of the bed or a nightstand to help steady yourself as you slowly rise. Even a short set of gentle bed stretches can work wonders. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. All you need is intention, and a few quiet minutes to let your body catch up with your mind. Because a strong, stable morning sets the tone for a strong, safe day. Mistake is 3: skipping water and going straight for coffee. Let me ask you something. What's the first thing you reach for in the morning? If your answer is coffee, you're not alone. It's a comforting routine, a warm mug in your hands, the rich aroma, the familiar ritual that says, it's time to start the day. But here's the thing. Your body may be begging for something else first. Water. You see, during the night, even when we're sound asleep, our bodies are working hard. We breathe, we sweat, we process toxins through the liver and kidneys, all of which use up water. By the time morning comes, we're naturally dehydrated. Not dangerously so, but just enough for it to start affecting how we feel. Ever notice that your mouth feels dry when you wake up? Or your joints feel stiff? Or maybe your mind just feels fuzzy? That grogginess isn't always from poor sleep. Sometimes, it's just mild dehydration. And when we go straight for coffee before giving our body what it actually needs, it only gets worse. Coffee, as much as we love it, is a diuretic. That means it encourages the body to lose even more water, especially when consumed on an empty stomach. So instead of replenishing what we've lost overnight, we're depleting it even further. James, a retired teacher at 76, told me he used to deal with headaches every morning. He thought it was just age or sleep issues, until his doctor suggested drinking a glass of water before his first cup of coffee. Within a week, the headaches were gone. His brain felt clearer, his energy steadier, and that's all it takes, just one glass of water. It doesn't have to be fancy. Plain room temperature water is fine. Some people like to add a squeeze of fresh lemon. It gives a gentle boost to digestion and makes the habit feel more intentional. That one glass supports your heart, brain, joints, and circulation. It helps thin the blood slightly, making it easier for your heart to pump and your brain to think clearly. It gently wakes up your digestive system too. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for that coffee pot, pause for your water. It's one of the simplest changes you can make, and one of the most powerful for your overall health. Mistake #4 drinking coffee on an empty stomach. Now, I know coffee is sacred for many of us. That first cup in the morning, it's warm, familiar, comforting. For some, it even feels like the only way to fully wake up. But here's something most people don't realize. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach might be doing more harm than good. Let me explain why. When you wake up in the morning, your body is already in a state of heightened alert. Your cortisol levels, your stress hormone, are naturally elevated as part of your body's internal clock. It's your system's way of helping you rise and shine. But adding coffee to that mix, especially before eating anything, can send those stress hormones soaring even higher. The result? You might feel jittery, anxious, or even slightly irritable, and not just from caffeine. Coffee stimulates the digestive system too, and when there's no food in your belly to act as a buffer, the acid in coffee can irritate your stomach lining. That can lead to bloating, heartburn, or even long-term digestive discomfort. Take Robert, for instance. He's 75 and told me he used to wake up, brew his coffee, and sip it while reading the news. But over time, he started getting chronic heartburn. He thought it was just aging. But his doctor suggested one small shift. Eat a little something before drinking coffee. A slice of toast, a banana, a handful of almonds. And sure enough, within a few days, no more heartburn. His energy even felt steadier throughout the day. It's such a simple change. You don't need a full breakfast if that's not your routine. Just something light to line your stomach before that first sip. Not only does it protect your gut, but it also helps regulate your blood sugar, smooth out your energy, and reduce that post-coffee crash so many people experience mid-morning. So tomorrow morning, before you take that first sip, try this. Nourish first, then enjoy. Your stomach will thank you, and your whole body will feel the difference. Mistake #5 skipping a morning mind-body check-in. Let me share something simple, but powerful, that most of us never learned growing up. Before you even step out of bed, before you reach for your slippers or turn on the lights, pause. Just for a moment. 1 or 2 minutes. That's all it takes. Because one of the most overlooked habits, especially as we get older, is skipping a mindful check-in with our own body. So many seniors wake up and immediately launch into the day. There's a routine to follow, tasks to do, maybe medications to take. But in that rush, we often miss something important, how our body is actually doing that morning. Think about it. Have you ever stood up and felt off balance but didn't know why? Or maybe you ignored a little ache, only for it to turn into a strained muscle or fall later in the day. Sometimes it's not physical. Maybe there's tension in your chest, or you feel foggy, anxious, or disconnected, and you carry that into everything you do. This small act of checking in could change that. Here's how it works. When you wake up, sit quietly, breathe in deeply, and gently ask yourself, how does my body feel today? Is there tightness in your lower back? Are your legs feeling weaker than usual? Does your chest feel light or heavy? Don't judge. Just notice. And while you're there, Take a moment to reflect on something simple you're grateful for. Even if it's just the morning light peeking through your curtain or the quiet of the room. What this does is more than emotional. It enhances self-awareness, helps prevent injury by catching imbalance or discomfort early, and mentally grounds you so you begin your day from a place of calm, not chaos. This is how we move with intention. This is how we age with grace. So tomorrow, give yourself that minute. Your mind and body are speaking. Take time to listen. So now let me ask you, have you been doing any of these 5 morning habits without even realizing it? It's okay if you have. Most of us do. Not because we're careless, but because we've never been taught to see these small moments as important. But after 70, those small morning choices, they matter more than ever. The truth is, your morning routine sets the tone for your entire day, and, in many ways, for your entire future. The way you wake up, move, nourish, and check in with yourself can either support your health, or slowly chip away at it. And the most incredible part is, you don't need expensive equipment, long workouts, or radical change. What you need is intention, awareness, a few quiet minutes to put your body and mind in harmony before you face the day. Think about the benefit you could start feeling just from these small changes. More stability when walking around the house. Less dizziness, fewer close calls with falling. Better digestion, fewer headaches, more clarity of thought. Steadier energy, not just in the morning, but all day long. We're not just talking about avoiding problems, we're talking about feeling good, staying independent, and enjoying the freedom that comes with health and strength at any age. Because let me tell you something important. It's not about getting old. It's about how you care for yourself along the way. You don't have to accept decline as inevitable. You can take back control, one mindful habit at a time. So tomorrow morning, before you rush into the day, pause, breathe, stretch, drink water, check in, move with intention. Because how you start the morning can shape how you live your life. If this video helped you, don't keep it to yourself. Click like, tap subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a chance to grow stronger. And let us know in the comments, which morning habit will you change starting tomorrow? Let's age with strength, together.